Tunu, your favorite leather expert here. And I'm just going to do a quick video just to show you how I changed the finish on these Python bags. Well, I'm going to do this one for this video, but this one has been done already. And this is an original finish. It was a matte finish. I didn't like the finish. It was a little too dull for me, and it just wasn't working. So I decided to try this satin finish on this particular bag here, and it actually ended up working out really well. And this satin finish is actually designed to take matte paint, latex paint that has a matte finish, up to a satin finish. And by accident, I figured out that it actually works for python skin. I'm gonna try it on some other leather things one day and see how it works, but for right now, I'm gonna show you this little hack that I used to step the finish of this bag up a notch. See, isn't it beautiful? Yep. Okay, and I'm gonna edit in some close-up shots so you don't have to worry about it. I'll show you the difference between this original matte finish and the difference between this and how it looks now with the satin finish done on it. So here we have a little bit of satin acrylic finisher. And I prefer to use a brush that has a little angle on it because you can kind of get in the corners. Well, for me, when I use this particular bag, because the bag was already put together and it has a little point on the edge, it allowed me to work easily around the hardware without getting any of the finish on the metal parts. And really, I just went over even the seams here because it's designed to actually go over the paint on the side, so it didn't hurt it at all. And so we're gonna try it with this particular bag. Now that I know that it works on Python, I just crossed my fingers and tested on this one, and it turned out really, really well. But now that I know that it works, I would definitely do this to the Python skin before you actually start to assemble whatever it is that you're gonna make, because it's just way neater that way. It's gonna work much faster and just less of a headache. But I will say this particular product, it dries extremely fast, like super fast. Like 10 seconds later, you can touch it, everything is good to go. So this is a bag I made, a few months ago or so. I'm gonna take it, I'll open this up here, and I love the bag, the finish. Again, it's a matte finish here. I've already tested it out to see if I'm gonna like the finished product on a piece of Python here. And it's not a big swatch, but it's enough for me to tell whether or not I like it, or at least if I wanna take the risk. So here we go. I just dip it in. I hope I have enough to finish this particular bag because I spilled some of it and I've been using it. So I just take it and dip it in there. It's super, super, super viscous. Well, no, actually, no, it's not. It's not very viscous at all. So it's really like super like watery. So you don't need a lot. It goes very far. And the more layers you apply, the more shine it will get. Now, it won't get like super lacquer shiny or anything, but it'll step it up, to a certain point, and then once it gets to a certain point, it'll just kind of stay there. I'm gonna do I think maybe I'm gonna start with one layer, a thin layer, see how I like it, and then I might go back and do two. But for now, we're just gonna start with this one. So let me give myself some room. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna move this to the side. I'm gonna give you guys some shots so you can see better and follow exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start from, I'm gonna start from the top, I think. No, I'm gonna start from the back, actually. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start from the back here. I'm gonna move the handle out of the way. And just take it in there, and I'm just really getting like the tip wet here. And then you just take it and just bring it down. Yeah, just very easily. It's super easy to do. Just brush it on down. Already, it's changing the game. Yeah. So again, this is a hack because this is actually designed to put satin finish on acrylic paint or latex paint. I just happened to figure out through an accident, kind of like penicillin, that it works for python skin. And like I said before, I'm going to really put it to the test and see how well it works on other type of animal skins, like lamb skins, some different type of leather with the matte finishes on them, just to see how versatile this particular product is. Again, it dries super quickly. So, and let me show you how fast this stuff dries actually. I'm gonna show you right now. I just painted this right here. It's already dry. That's how fast it dries. It's a great, great product. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get a little more of this, but you can see, I'm gonna bring you in close. I'm gonna cut some shots in so you guys can get a little edit and see exactly how it's changing the finish on this product, on this purse, and I love it. This is very fast. It doesn't take a long time to do. Just paint over everything. It's always good, especially for craftspeople, to have like other little techniques in your arsenal, you know. Sometimes you think something because it's just made a certain way that you're kind of stuck with it. And I'm telling you, in this particular instance, that is not the case. You can actually put this down on these bags, on these skins. I keep saying bags because I'm working on a bag, to change the finish on here. It works very well, dries super fast. There's one coat down on this top side. Let me make sure I just get this good up in here. Now, and I normally try to follow the grain of the skin, or the direction that the scales aren't going in, just because I don't like to cause too much friction on python skin. It'll make the scales go up in the opposite direction, and that is not what we want. But I might go sideways every now and then, because it helps to get that little bit of friction. If I go across sideways, it kind of helps to pull all the excess finisher out of the brush. Now again, because this is it's a very friendly product in the sense where, because it's designed for the acrylic paint, although we're putting it on a Python bag, it doesn't matter if it touches the acrylic paint. So if I do this and put it down, it doesn't matter because this paint already has a satin finish, but it wouldn't hurt it even if it touched. But again, super fast, it's already dry. So we're just gonna keep finishing the handle here. And try to go in the same direction of these scales here. Yeah, this is looking like it might need 2 coats. Some skins take it a little better than others. This orange one, I only had to do 1 coat on the bag. And I got that really nice finish. Yeah. I'm getting to it here. I don't know. May stick with the 1 coat here. Hit the little clasp here. You guys, this is coming out so great already. The bag was a beautiful bag. I'm not even gonna like front about that, but sometimes when things have a matte finish, they just look unfinished. You know, and the bag to me, it just was missing something, and I think this is it. So I would stand this up, but I want to do this bottom part first. I'm going to do the bottom here, and then we're going to stand it up. And I'm going to give you some close-ups of the front. So yeah, we're just going to take it here. And again, you don't have to be super neat with this product. It'll blend very, very easily. It won't look streaky. It doesn't leave any leftover like residue or anything anywhere. But I will tell you this. I spilled it, it got on my hands, and it did leave like a film on my hands that I had to like use my nails to kind of scratch it off while I was washing my hands because that satin finish, once you put it on here, it's on here. That's it. And I will say, it spreads very easily. It's quite a beautiful product. I'm gonna double back down here and make sure I got all of this. And it looks, some of this is like, scales are like darkening. It looks like they're just getting wet. Technically they are, but it will dry back to the original color of the skin. So it's not something you have to be concerned about. It's not gonna cause any discoloration. I don't know, that one coat might be that thing. It might be that it, you guys. So look, I'm super impressed with this product. I can't wait till these people start paying me so I can say their name. Okay. So now that we're moving on to the front of the bag, I don't know if I want to do that part or not. So I'm gonna do this handle here. And then I'm gonna give you some close-ups of look. This is so fun. Look, I'm over here getting distracted. Like I'm like, oh, I'm still recording. Say something. It's super fun. It's like it's one of those things. It's like it's just super satisfying. Oh my gosh, it's so satisfying. So I just want to kind of give you guys a whole video so you can see how quickly this process is. Like it doesn't even take long at all. I would be very cautious though. Make sure you put down all your little coverings and everything to have whatever you want, your workspace or whatever it is, protected, because I have knocked this bottle over a few times, which is why it is so low on its contents. And cause it's small and it's easy to get in your way, but like out of sight, you know? So, almost done here. I'm telling you, you guys are like, well, why aren't you saying anything? Because it is so satisfying and entertaining just doing this. Oh my gosh. It is not like hard labor like painting a wall, so super fun, super easy. Okay, we've done that part. I'm going to hit it on the front side and get my little bits right here. Yeah. So I'm about to switch over to the front. Remember, I know that handle just fell down, but remember I told you how fast it dries? It's already dry back there. You don't have anything to worry about. Bam. Okay. Put this down for 1 second, just so you can see the back here. Back is already completed. You can see now it has a little shine to it. You can see this, it's dry. Handle, dry. Top part, dry. I almost forgot my sides. What am I doing with my life? This one, it's dry. So I'm gonna do the sides, and then I'm going to finish the front, give you guys some close-up edits, and then we're gonna come back and show you what the finished product looks like. This is a process that you would do before you even really start working on the piece. But this bag I already put together. I just decided recently, I put this bag together months ago, and I just decided recently that I wanted to change the finish on this bag, because the matte finish just kind of made the bag look a little unfinished, even though obviously it is a finished purse. And so that's what I'm doing now. This really, see, it's angled and it's a really like fine pointed brush. I've been, using it, so, but it comes to a really fine point here. It allows me to get up in these crevices and up under this hardware the way I want to, so I can get everything covered. I can hit these corners, work around this hardware very easily with this angled brush. Make sure I get all of this up under here. Yep. And again, so you'll see it looks like places right here you can kind of see there's a little darkening in the scales. And it is because you're putting moisture on it, but it's not like actual water. So once the product starts to dry, you know, the product dries pretty quickly, as I've been saying, you know, probably like, if I had to guess, like 10-15 seconds. It dries super quickly, but it's gonna take maybe just a few more minutes for the actual bag to turn back to its original color. So you're not actually ruining anything. You don't have to worry about that. It's a great little secret to be able to have if you just want to kind of change the finish on a product, on a purse, or really a belt, or anything that you have at home. I'm gonna experiment a little more with some other types of animal skins. I'm gonna try lamb skin and see how it does. Lamb skin is usually really, really absorbent, so we're gonna see how it tolerates this finish. But again, you don't have to be super neat. It's not streaky. Just make sure you get everything covered. Tip, just make sure you coat everything evenly, because you know, if you don't, you will be able to see spots that might still look a little dull. Use it sparingly though, because a little goes a long way. And bam, that's the front of the bag here. This is the original finish on the skin, matte finish. You can see here. Put it up next to the bag, you can see. That was just one coat of that satin finisher. Now, remember, the trick is this finisher is designed for actually turning matte acrylic matte paint into a satin finish. But I discovered that it works on Python, so that's what I did. I went from a matte to a satin. Same thing with this bag here. This is the original finish here. You can see it's a matte. There's no shine on this at all. And I went from matte to satin. Literally. Probably took me 20 minutes to do one bag. It's like literally hardly any time at all. Definitely worth it, for sure. It's really inexpensive. That little bottle is like maybe like $3 or something like that. I'm sure they come in larger bottles, which you can find on Amazon. Just look up acrylic finisher, satin acrylic finisher, and have fun. And let me know if you try it out. You know, leave a comment. Let me know how it worked out for you. And if there's any other, you know, leather craft things you guys are curious about, any questions, any videos you guys want to see me make, I'm here for it. Leave a comment, subscribe and follow, and like. Well, subscribe and follow is the same thing, but subscribe and like.